Hey everybody, welcome to another Grimm's Complete Fairy Tales Quickie. Today's tale is tale number 23, The Mouse, the Bird, and the Sausage. That's how the sausage is made, people. Alright, today might be a double feature night. I'm probably going to do another tale because this one's so short. Mother Holly. Holly? Holy? Holly? But we're gonna be doing double tonight because I missed out on yesterday's. So grab your blankies, grab your snacks, get comfortable, cause it is time for a story. The dog's doing coggers over there. Look at him. Spinning, spinning, spinning. You okay over there, dog? Oh, he plopped down. Alright. The Mouse, the Bird, and the Sausage. Once upon a time, a mouse, a bird, and a sausage became companions, kept house together, lived well and happily with each other, and wonderfully increased their possessions. The bird's work was to fly every day into the forest and bring back wood. The mouse had to carry water, light the fire, and lay the table, but the sausage had to cook. He who is too well off is always longing for something new. One day, therefore, the bird met with another bird on the way, to whom it related its excellent circumstances and boasted of them. The other bird, however, called it a poor simpleton for its hard work, but said that the two at home had good times. For when the mouse had made her fire and carried her water, she went into her little room to rest until they called her to lay the table. The sausage stayed by the pot, saw that the food was cooking well, and when it was nearly time for dinner, it rolled itself once or twice through the broth or vegetables, and they were buttered, salted, and ready. When the bird came home and laid his burden down, they sat down to dinner. After they had their meal, they slept their fill till next morning, and that was a splendid life. Next day the bird, prompted by the other bird, would go no more into the wood, saying that he had been servant long enough and had been made a fool of by them, and that they must change about for once and try to arrange it in another way. And though the mouse and the sausage also begged most earnestly, the bird would have his way, and said it must be tried. They drew lots about it, and the lot fell on the sausage, who was to carry wood, and the mouse became cook, and the bird was to fetch water. What happened? The little sausage went out towards the wood. The little bird lighted the fire. The little bird lighted the fire. The mouse stayed by the pot and waited alone until little sausage came home and brought wood for the next day. But the little sausage stayed so long on the road that they both feared something was amiss, and the bird flew out a little way in the air to meet it. Not far off, however, it met a dog on the road who had fallen on the poor sausage as lawful booty, and had seized and swallowed it. The bird charged the dog with an act of barefaced robbery, but it was in vain to speak, for the dog said he had found forged letters on the sausage. Capital offense. The bird sadly took up the wood, flew home, and related that he had seen and heard what he had seen and heard. They were much troubled, but agreed to do their best and remain together. The bird therefore laid the cloth, and the mouse prepared the food, and wanted to dress it, and to get into the pot as the sausage used to do, and roll and creep amongst the vegetables to mix them. But before she got into the midst of them, she was stopped and lost her skin and hair and life in the attempt. When the bird came to carry up the dinner, no cook was there. In its distress, the bird threw the wood here and there, and called and searched, but no cook was to be found. Owing to his carelessness, the wood caught fire, so that the conflagration ensued. The bird hastened to fetch water, and then the bucket dropped from his claws into the well, and he fell down with it, and could not recover himself, but had to drown there. Hmm, interesting. So all because of the other bird and him upsetting the natural balance of the order did all these series of events take place. That is a good moral. That's a good morality story. I like that quite a bit. Everything is fair and balanced at the beginning, and all it takes is one little thing to upset everything, and then there are consequences that occur because of it. I like this story. Is as short as it was, it's better than some of the other ones that we've been reading so far. That like just random shit just ends up happening. Oh, sorry, random stuff just ends up happening. All right, on to the next one. Tale number 24. Mother Holle. There was once a widow who had two daughters, one of whom was pretty and industrious, while the other was ugly and idle. But she was much fonder of the ugly and idle one, because she had her own daughter, and the other, who was a stepdaughter, was obliged to do all the work and be the Cinderella of the house. Every day the poor girl had to sit by a well on the roadside and spin till her fingers bled. Now it happened that one day the shuttle was marked with her blood, so she dipped it into a well to wash the mark off, but it dropped out of her hand and fell to the bottom. She began to weep and ran to her stepmother and told her of the mishap, but she scolded her sharply and was so merciless to say, "Since you have let the shuttle fall in, you must fetch it out again." So the girl went back to the well and did not know what to do. And in the sorrow of her heart, she jumped into the well to get the shuttle. She lost her senses, and when she awoke and came to herself again, she was in a lovely meadow where the sun was shining and many thousands of flowers were growing. Along the meadow she went, and at last came to a baker's oven full of bread, and the bread cried out, "Oh, take me out, or I shall burn. I have been baking a long time." So she went up to it and took out all the loaves, one after another, with the bread shovel. After that she went on till she came to a tree covered with apples, which called out to her, "Oh, shake me, we apples are all ripe." So she shook the tree till the apples fell like rain, and went on shaking till they were all down. And when she had gathered them into a heap, she went on her way. At last she came to a little house, which out of which an old woman peeped, but she had such large teeth, and that the girl was frightened, and was about to run away. But the old woman called out to her, "What are you afraid of, child? Stay with me. If you will do all the work in the house properly, you shall be the better for it. Only you must take care to make my bed well, and shake it thoroughly till the feathers fly, for then it will snow on the earth. I am Mother Holle." As the old woman spoke so kindly to her, the girl took courage and agreed to enter her service. She attended to everything to the satisfaction of her mistress, and always shook her bed so vigorously that the feathers flew about like snowflakes. So she had a pleasant life with her, never an angry word, and boiled or roast meat every day. She stayed some time with Mother Holle, and then she became sad. At first she did not know what was the matter with her, but found at length that it was homesickness, although she was many thousand times better off here at home. still she had a longing to be there. At last she said to the old woman, I have a longing for home, and however well off I am down here, I cannot stay any longer. I must go up again to my own people. Mother Holly said, I am pleased that you long for your home again, and as you have served me so truly, I myself will take you up again. Then she took her by the hand and led her to a large door. The door was opened, and just as the maiden was standing beneath the doorway, a heavy shower of golden rain fell, and all the gold stuck to her, so that she was completely covered over with it. You shall have that because you have been so industrious, said Mother Holly, and at the same time she gave her back the shuttle which she had let fall into the well. Thereupon the door closed. The maiden found herself up above the earth, not far from her mother's house. And as she went into the yard, the cock was standing by the well side and cried, Cock-a-doodle-doo! Your golden girls come back to you. So she went into her mother. She went in to her mother, and as she arrived, thus covered with gold, she was well received, both by her and her sister. The girl told all that had happened to her, and as soon as the mother heard how she had come by such wealth, she was very anxious to obtain the same good luck for the ugly and lazy daughter. She had to seat herself by the well and spin, and in order that her shuttle might be stained with blood, she struck her hand into a thorn bush and pricked her finger. Then she threw her shuttle into the well and jumped in after it. She came, like the other, to the beautiful meadow and walked along the very same path. When she got to the oven, the bread again it cried, "Oh, take me out, or I shall burn. I have been baked a long time." But the lazy thing answered, "As if I had any wish to make myself dirty." And on she went. Soon she came to the apple tree, which cried, "Oh, shake me, we apples are all ripe." But she answered, "Wouldn't you like that? One of you might fall on my head," and so went on. When she came to to Mother Holly's house, she was not afraid, for she had already heard of her big teeth, and she offered work to her immediately. The first day she forced herself to work diligently, and obeyed Mother Holly when she told her to do anything, for she was thinking of all the gold that she would give her. But on the second day she began to be lazy, and on the third day still more so. And then she would not get up in the morning at all, nor did she make Mother Holly's bed as she ought, and did not shake it so as to make the feathers fly up. Mother Holly was soon tired of this, and gave her notice to leave. The lazy girl was willing enough to go, and thought that now the golden rain would come. Mother Holly led her also to the great door, but while she was standing beneath it, instead of gold, a big kettle full of pitch which emptied over her. "That was the reward for your service," said Mother Holly, and shut the door. So the lazy girl went home, but she was quite covered with pitch, and the cock by the well side, as soon as he saw her, cried out, "Cock-a-doodle-doo! Your pitchy girls come back to you." But the pitch stuck fast to her, and could not get off as long as she lived. And that is the end of that story. kind of good. Another morality story. Don't be lazy, essentially. Be hardworking, industrious. Not bad. I liked it. Pretty cool. So that was tale number 23 and 24. The Mother, the Bird, and the Sausage, and Mother Holly. Good stories, you guys. Thank you so much to everybody that has watched this video. If you're watching from YouTube, please hit the like, subscribe down below. If you're watching from Twitch, make sure you hit the follow button and the notification buttons are on. It lets you know when I'm going live, which I'll probably going to be start doing a little bit more consistently. We'll see. Depends how I feel. I know some of you guys want to see more streams coming out of this. The thing is, if I'm doing these streams, a lot of times I don't have enough time to really do other stuff outside of it as well. So I like to, kind of get a little bit about, So I will catch you guys on the next video. Next time, which should be tomorrow. If you guys want to watch live, make sure to go to my Twitch, follow down below, or go to twitch.tv stigma XOXO. Hugs and kisses. Uh Not hugs and kisses, just XOXO. Yeah, and make sure you're hitting the follow button, all that good stuff. Thank you so much. Thank you all. And if you are watching from YouTube, please make sure you comment, like, subscribe. It helps with the algorithms. I will catch you guys next time, and as always, you know, don't stay a stranger. Bye. Peace.